Big news in the Orlando Magic community. Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic have agreed to a 5-year, $224 million rookie max contract extension, and the contract is going to be eligible up to $269 million. Franz Wagner will be eligible to take up 30% of the team's salary cap in the future if he gets voted into an All-NBA selection. This was a no-brainer for the Orlando Magic to lock up one of their cornerstone pieces, and I couldn't be any happier for a guy like Franz Wagner. Now, Magic fans, before we go ahead and get into today's video talking about Franz Wagner and what this means for this Orlando Magic squad, if you guys appreciate the work and all of the content that I do here on YouTube, make sure that you guys go ahead and drop me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe bell to stay tuned for more Magic content that we do here on YouTube, and make sure that you guys also go ahead and follow me on my socials, especially on Twitter or X, whatever you guys call it, because that's the quickest and most reliable way that you guys are gonna get information and news updates from me, especially when I'm at press conferences. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. I will put them in the link in the description down below so that you guys can go ahead and check that out. But Magic fans, let's actually go ahead and get into today's video. Now, Anthony Parker, Jeff Weltman, and this entire Orlando Magic front office has been very busy this last week and a half working on contracts, getting guys re-signed, and really trying to shape out this roster, and I think that they've done a relatively good job. Now, obviously, we brought in Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who I've already talked about. Then we re-signed some key guys on the roster, guys like Mo Wagner. We drafted Tristan Da Silva, and of course, you also retained Goga Bitadze and Gary Harris. Then you restructure and extend Jonathan Isaac, which I haven't talked about yet, so I briefly will. Jonathan Isaac, a few days ago, agreed to a 5-year, $84 million renegotiation and extension because, if you remember correctly, Jonathan Isaac had a $17.4 million non-guaranteed contract going into the season. The Magic wanted to keep him around because we all know how impactful Jonathan Isaac is when he's out there on the floor, and I think J.I. deserves this money. He is absolutely worth every penny of this contract if he can stay upright and healthy, which has always been the lingering issue around Jonathan Isaac and his career. Never about his production when he's out there on the court. Last season for the Magic, Isaac off of the bench averaged 6.8 points, 4.5 rebounds, 1.2 blocks per game, and Orlando obviously was able to keep their grounds with the Cleveland Cavaliers going 7 games because of Jonathan Isaac and his defensive versatility. An incredible man, a great guy. I know he has his issues, just like all of us humans do, right? Whether you agree with him or not, but Jonathan Isaac is a phenomenal player, an incredible human, and I'm very excited to see what the future holds for him. Now, getting back to Franz Wagner, right? I mentioned it. 5-year rookie max contract extension, $224 million, up to $269 million. Let me say for the record, Franz Wagner deserved every single penny of this contract. Let's just take this at its face value. Franz Wagner came to the Orlando Magic in 2021 alongside Jamal Mosley and Jalen Suggs. Not only has Franz Wagner gotten better every single year, this Orlando Magic team has gotten better every single year. But this team collectively went from a 22-win team to a 34-win team to a 47-win team, and you can argue over that 3-year stretching period, Franz Wagner has been the best player for this Orlando Magic team, and they took the Cleveland Cavaliers to a Game 7 at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. I almost said Quicken Loans Arena, but take a look at what Franz Wagner has done for this Magic team since getting drafted in 2021. He leads the Magic since then in points, threes, and in field goals. He's also second on the team in rebounds, assists, steals, and in free throws. This is a very efficient player, obviously one of the best young wings in the game of basketball at 6'10", versatile, a very capable defender, a guy who can create his own shot, get downhill, plays unselfishly, and is a true team player. He embodies what Jamal Mosley, Anthony Parker, Jeff Weltman, and this entire organization wants out of their players. High IQ, extremely versatile, size, length, and they're good characters, good people both on and off the court. Franz Wagner deserves every penny of that contract. And like any young player, we saw Scotty Barnes get paid, we saw Emmanuel quickly get paid. Now it's time for Franz Wagner to get paid. And next will be Jalen Suggs. you're not just paying a player based off of past production. We've seen stretches and we've seen glimpses and moments of Franz Wagner being an all-NBA type of player, being an all-star caliber player throughout the young portion of his career. You're not paying them based off of past production. You're paying them based off what can you do for me moving forward. Your employer, when you're applying for a job, is not saying, wow, look at all of this great relevant experience you're doing and that you're gonna bring to this company. What can you do for me and this company now moving forward? That's where your salary is gonna be based off. That's where the market's at in the NBA. And Franz Wagner has gotten to that standard to where he deserves to be in that conversation and to earn a 5-year, $224 million rookie max contract extension. I am so happy for the guy. Now let's go over some more stats about Franz Wagner. I don't want to be too long-winded with this. Now, Franz also had a historic start through the first 3 seasons of his Orlando Magic tenure, joining Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, and Tracy McGrady in scoring at least 4,000 points before his 23rd birthday, according to ESPN stats and information. And then when you take a look at Franz Wagner and what he did last season for the Magic, helping propel them to a 47-win team, Franz last season averaged 19.7 points, 5.3 rebounds, 3.7 assists. He also shot 48.2% from the field, 28.1% from behind the arc, which I will address in a moment, and of course 85% of the charity stripe. He's one of the most efficient players on this Orlando Magic team, and we all know he's going to continue to get better. Now, a lot of the pushback about Franz Wagner getting this contract is that his three-point shooting needs to improve, which yes, it does. And secondly, has he really earned that contract? To get to the second point, I've already mentioned it and I've already talked about it. Yes, he's absolutely deserved that contract, not just based off past production, but what he's going to be able to do for this team moving forward, especially as a very efficient player. Now, take a look at his three-point percentage since coming into the league. If you go to his rookie season, he shot 35.4% from three-point range. In his second season, 36.1% from behind the arc, and then this season it absolutely tailed off, 28.1% from behind the arc. And I'm going to give Franz Wagner the benefit of the doubt by saying he has played nothing straight but basketball for the last 2 to 3 years. His legs are probably shot, I'll just be honest. Yes, you have an offseason, yes, there's downtime, but this guy is consecutively playing basketball at an exceptionally high level. So if you go to his sophomore season, played an entire season, then he goes straight into the summer with Team Germany. They go and win the International Cup last summer, and then he goes straight into his third season, and now guess what? The Paris Olympics is going to be back, and he's going to be playing with Team Germany alongside his brother Mo. Let's give this guy a break. I know his three-point shooting needs to improve, and you know what? At the end of the day, we can all argue that, it's not because of his legs. You can argue that he just needs to work on his form. You could say a lot of different things. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say once he gets some rest and he can actually have a full offseason to recover and train, Franz Wagner is going to be a lot better. He's still a very young player. I'm the same age as this kid. He's a phenomenal player, a true leader on and off the court. This was a no-brainer for Jeff Weltman, Anthony Parker, and this entire Orlando Magic team to get this deal done. Magic fans, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you make about Franz Wagner getting this rookie max contract extension? And do you think he deserved to get a max rookie contract extension? If you don't think so, please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to read them and go over them. But Magic fans, like I said, before I let you guys get up out of here, if you guys please could, go ahead, drop me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe bell to stay tuned for more Magic content that we do here on YouTube, and make sure that you guys go ahead and follow me on my socials, especially on Twitter. I'm active and I'm on there every single day. The link tree will be in the description down below so you guys can go ahead and check that out. But Magic fans, thanks again for sticking around throughout the whole video. Brett James, aka BJ, I'm out, y'all. And like always, let's go Magic.